Today is November 18th, and I am very lucky. I am very lucky because God keeps his promise. And I want to mimic what God does by keeping my promises as well. I'm very lucky. Um, there are God is behind the scenes, making it possible for me to um, continue on this journey. And as I continue on this journey, I see that things are forming and piecing it together. And I know that I know that see the objective at my age is this. I'm 53 years old. And I've already I've already uh, essentially lived my life. Now that I'm old, I know that my lifetime is probably 20 to 30 years. If I'm lucky, maybe 30 years. I don't know. Only God knows. So, what am I going to do for the rest of my life, right? So, it seems to me what is the most important thing in my life is essentially my children. I mean, there's nothing else really, right? Because I've already lived for myself. I already lived for myself. And so now I'm living just in case my kids need something from me. And so, in order for me to be in a position to help my children, I have to pick myself up and be ready so that one of these days, when they contact me and maybe they need something from me, then I can be there to provide them whatever they need. One of the most, now that I reflect on it, uh, many years ago, my daughter had her cell phone need to be replaced because of malfunction. Unfortunately, at that time, I was essentially broke, and we were at the Apple store trying to figure out how to resolve her phone, and the answer was to get her a new phone. But we were there for a while, and now that I look back on it, the right thing for me to do was get her that phone. But there was nothing I can do. There was essentially nothing I can do at that moment. So, um, I'm very, very lucky to be in a position where um, the probation officer said this. You go to Office Evolution, and he asked me, um, um, he says, "Oh, is that your place?" And I said, "Well, no, it's not my place. But at night, it might as well be because, I mean, I have this whole office space. We're talking about what is that? Like, I'm not sure how big this building, how this is. Essentially, the first floor, half of it is administered by Office Evolution. So I'm essentially I'm here. I can just walk around freely because nobody works like I do, and I'm so fortunate and lucky. And I am fortunate, despite the fact that I am so deficient in so many different ways. So many ways. One of the deficiency I know is this. I'm a straight arrow. And when I overhear people who talk like human beings, like um, they're sarcastic and um, when they attempt to humor and they speak in manner of jest, non-factually, and become accusatory, and also say things that maybe they're being um, hilarious or something, or believe that whatever they're saying is cloaking what their true intent is. And whenever I hear that anywhere, in my mind, I'm thinking of a king who's given a see-through jacket, and people around him are saying, "Oh, you look radiant." Essentially, what's happening is that the king is essentially naked. So any statement that I make to somebody who's an expert in whatever conversations they have, I'm essentially naked too. However, the difference between others and myself is that I am um, I am truthful and attempt to move in the direction of being honest and truthful. That is the direction that I go. And so even though I may be naked in whatever I say to other people, those people who are able to recognize are able to see everything peeled off like a corn husk. And getting to the corn is that at the center of the direction that I go is the truth and honesty. And there is a part of me that wants to bring it out into the light when somebody casually throws out things that are essentially attempting to put a veil over people's eyes, and believe that they are getting away with fooling people. And that can be it's when I'm attempting to bring the truth out, it can create a very vicious individual to be even more vicious. So I'm very, very lucky that despite all the flaws that I have, I am essentially, all these things have to fit together, you see. I need a job, a day job that is reliable. Okay, reliability, that I can show up even though I'm flawed, and I have consistent amount of hours, not too many hours, but consistent amount of hours that allows me to support myself. That's all I need for now. Okay, and then this office here, is it's so cheap, and it complements the parking that I do in downtown of all places. And I have individuals who are at the restaurants, critical key individuals who are who make all this possible. And this place, this office, um, who are who are kind despite the fact that I have so many flaws. And 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 now I've, sure, the judicial system and the the uh, the law enforcement uh, persecuted me. Okay, but right now they seem to have they may have caught on to the fact that I'm a peaceful individual, and possibly later on down the road they may even get to the truth of the matter and know that I'm truly innocent. But for now, um, because of the job that I have, and because I've lived in the shelter, and the feedback that the people at the shelter may have provided, brings to the light that I have been a law-abiding citizen. And therefore, the supervised probation system is being kind and and allowing me to go on this journey to become a day trader. And in that respects, I'm incredibly lucky. I'm a very lucky guy. Uh, I am extremely thankful. Thanksgiving is coming next week, and I'm so thankful. I am I'm extremely thankful for this opportunity to pursue. Um, yeah,